Edition of our Friday live chat with the RV Small Talk. You are joining us hopefully on one of various Facebook places and maybe even our YouTube channel, the RV Small Talk YouTube channel. We'll take a few minutes to let people find the stream and join up, but we're the team, the three of us. We're the team from RV Small Talk, the podcast, and we are, glad to do this every Friday if we can. I'm Clint. Yeah. That's Lindsay.
I'm
that's
Lindsay.
PJ. And
I'm
this...
PJ, and that's not.
Okay. Who is this?
I'm Kate Dunbar. I'm the Campground Gourmet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and all over the web. I've come in here a couple times and talked about food and equipment and drop in whenever I'm around and catch up with you guys.
Yeah, and if you are joining us from Kate's live stream over there, welcome.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, I was about to say, which camera am I supposed to be
Right.
looking at?
I'm that one.
Yeah.
And you're all of those.
Okay.
So obviously you can find us on our outlets,
many cameras.
but Kate's streaming as well, so we won't be able to see your comments live on Kate's phone because you're way over there.
Way over there.
But we see ya.
We
see
do.
them popping
Y'all
up.
can't see that?
Give us all thumbs
you
up
read
if
it?
you see
Totally
us,
see that.
because then we know that, okay, someone else is
Kathleen
out there.
He's watching
Yeah.
right
Hey, Kathleen.
However,
Lindsay can see that.
we'll
I
likely
can't
be
see.
talking to this camera mostly,
All right.
and so what are we doing today?
now. Hanging out.
We are hanging out. Can we answer anyone's questions? Can we see any?
Yeah, I've got a question. Well, this isn't a
Oh,
question.
howdy.
This is a
Howdy,
howdy
Sharon.
from Sharon. See,
Hey, Sharon.
and she's
Glad
joining
you're
us
here.
on Facebook. So
Awesome.
Cool.
So,
Hello from
That's one of my
Mike
followers.
and Pam
Sharon
Howard.
is.
PJ's amazing coffee experience. Oh, from New Camp?
Oh,
Are you
wait,
talking
wait.
about? Was she was talking about the best coffee
with the
she's
clam
ever had?
shell, the clam
at U Camp?
shelter.
hey, Mike.
Oh, she's so excited.
Yes, I am so excited. Okay, if you will do me a favor and let us know what was the coffee bean, it started with a P, that you actually made my coffee from, because I need to find it, and I don't remember what it was, but I just remember it started with a P. So there you have it. Hi,
We're
Mike.
always circling back to coffee. I mean, literally.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, well,
yeah, well.
some
we're
things
going
make
on.
the world go round, and coffee's one of them.
Yes.
Sure.
My
Yes, it
world,
is.
anyway. My world, for sure. I can't cook, so, there's that.
I can do that for you.
There
and
we
I've
go.
got a neat espresso
There we go.
machine in
Hi
my
from
house, so we're
Florida.
good.
Hi from Florida. Sorry, I'm reading your comments now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess just a little catch up. We'll discuss this more on the next podcast episode that we record maybe later today. But you just got back from a few days of a mom and son camping trip.
I did. I went to Lake Whitney in Texas. It was cold, but not too cold. There was no one else in the campground, so it was really, really fun. Just me and a 5-year-old throwing rocks in the lake for a few hours.
Okay,
That's
sounds
pretty.
good.
Cool.
That's pretty much what we did, but it was really fun. But yeah, we'll talk about it on the podcast.
Let's talk about it on the podcast just real quick. How would you rate one out of 10, 10 being best?
The trip or the park?
The park.
The park, definitely like a 9. It was gorgeous. Everybody there was super nice, like the 2 people I saw during the whole trip.
All 2 people were
Yes,
nice.
Yep, yep.
yes. And hey, I dumped my tanks for the first time completely by myself.
All right.
You know, that is a feat for so many people.
And
I did a
okay.
dump dance.
The dump
Did a
dance.
dump dance. There was no one to watch me.
Well,
so-
I know the
right.
lawnmower. I know the sprinkler. What does the dump dance kind of like twerking?
I don't even remember what I did.
Does
I did
anybody out there
some
have a
sort
dump
of-
dance?
You got to drop it like it's hot.
I'm dumping.
Is this a thing?
I don't know. I thought I
Okay.
was proud of myself.
Well,
so I
here's
had
my
to-
question. I know that
do a jig.
you worried about that.
Yes,
So
I did.
how bad was it? Did it live up to your expectations of being stressful?
No, it was so easy. It actually really, really was a lot easier than I thought. Hence the dancing.
2 of the world's worst things when you go camping. How do I back up the trailer and how do I empty the tanks? Like, seriously.
Well, backing
the
up
two-
is a story for the podcast.
Okay.
Oh.
We all have those.
I didn't have a dance for that. And there was no
There's
backup
usually a
dance.
cocktail at the end.
Well, you can usually recover, but if you combine those things, a bad backing experience and a bad dumping experience all into one, it is hard to recover.
Yep.
True.
You've probably scraped and drug a tank.
Tanzania pearberry. Peaberry.
Peaberry.
Oh, that's
Tanzania
really good. That's nice and
blueberry.
fruity and acidic. I used to own an espresso bar, and that is an incredible variety.
I used to own an espresso bar.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
oh,
There's a
man.
reason you guys are friends.
I did.
There is a reason. And I hope it doesn't have anything to do with coffee or with food, but it is a super nice perk.
It is.
Yes. Super nice perk. All right, thank you, Mike. Tanzania peaberry. I am on it as soon as we're done.
Okay.
And y'all, I'll say it 2 or 3 more times. I am so excited to hear about Lindsay's trip. If you want to hear about it, it will be on our podcast that goes out Sunday night. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure, yes.
We just have to record
Sure,
it.
yeah.
Of course. That's our project, all right? We never do anything ahead of time.
pretty
That
good
is
at
just way too organized.
Calling it now.
So,
Okay. Well, while we're waiting for some of these questions, comments, and ideas to roll in, we kind of got together and just kind of perused the products that we've been eyeing all year in our part shop, which is right over there. I don't know if I can show you. It's that way behind all the display and all that. So we pulled a few things off the shelves that we think are just great. So who wants to go first?
You.
I want to go
Talking.
first.
yeah.
You're so good at talking, Chloe.
Yeah,
Just go for it.
Interesting. I'm good at talking.
And these are in addition to our gift guide that we actually have on the podcast. So if you go to rvsmalltalk.com, you hit our gift guide, you can go down below, you can go to Amazon through that and check out all of our gift guide. But these are the must-haves that we thought would be cool.
And
for you to know about.
by must-have, I got to say, is because I want it.
Yeah,
Real
we
bad.
think everybody
Or
should
we
have
use
these
it.
things.
Want
It is-
or
Yeah.
use.
Yes,
and
these
think
are
everybody
like-
should be using it.
Gosh,
Okay,
you gotta
so
have it.
I'm going to go first, and we carry a product line that you can find quite a few places, but we carry it's the Nebo product line, and this has been catching my eye. I'm going to hold this up to this camera over here. Okay, this is a Nebo flashlight, and it is cool in many ways. Obviously, it's a flashlight, but it can be dimmed. It is also a power bank on the top, and this is a laser pointer because if you have cats, dogs, or
Children.
my son,
Kids.
then
Children.
this is amazing.
I did
It
not have
has
a laser pointer.
all the ways to attach it. Let's say you have to work under the hood, or if you just need to attach it to the side of your trailer or something like that. Magnet on the bottom, magnet on the back, clip on the back, hook on the back,
Jeez.
and this whole thing comes off so it can be pocketed.
Totally MacGyver tool.
Okay, and
much
so
is that?
this is lower 20s.
What's that?
Lower 20s. Did I mention it's a power bank?
So there you guys go. This is what he's
So
talking
if you take it with you and you pocket it, because it's so easy to pocket,
about. There we go.
but you also need some battery power to recharge your phone because you've been taking so many pictures and doing so much video.
You could recharge your phone with that?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's really cool. Let me hold up to this camera. This guy, there.
There you go.
There. This guy, it's tiny, it's small, it's bright. I won't turn it on because that'll screw with the camera. I like their products. I brought a few others up here.
How many
because
lumens
it's a
is it?
Baton, 500 lumens.
500.
500 lumens.
Yep.
But it can be.
No, I'm wrong. That's 700. It's 700. I'm looking at the display over there. It's 700 lumens.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
700.
This guy is a baton, and it's, you know what these are for.
Yeah.
They light the way.
They're also good whacking stick.
And
Same
then,
like-
walking to the bathroom at night, right?
yeah, and then this one is just a nice pin
little
light.
whacking stick.
So this is perfect for the shirt
gnomes.
pocket and all that.
For the nerds
So
in the group.
I like Nebo stuff.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Cool little stuff.
This is the one that I am looking to put in a few stockings. One of them being mine.
I think I'm gonna buy one today too and put it in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a new toy.
Yeah.
There
A
it is.
flashlight, and it'll keep an animal busy, and
Uh-huh.
that I can point whatever I need to my kids in the dark, like go
Yes.
get that.
Yes.
Go get that. I'm pointing right
See?
to it.
Always thinking.
I think we have a lot of small trailers around here. I love small things that do more than one thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
What you got?
Me next. And this, okay. I think probably before this weekend, I'd be like, yeah, I guess this is cool. But this weekend, I actually could have really used this. So this is what I'm going to buy today and stick on my trailer. It is a LP monitor, basically.
Super important.
I'm gonna hold that
You
up to
can
the
hold
camera
it
for
up.
you.
So basically, it's a sensor that magnetically goes on the bottom of your LP tank, and it will Bluetooth to your phone and let you know what those tank levels are.
Oh, that's our in showroom sales price apparently. There's a sticker.
There you go.
Probably
Call Cody or Brooke or Michael, and
about the second night that I was there, I was about to go to sleep in the camper, and I was using the propane heater because it was really, really cold. And I was laying there thinking, oh wow, I'm actually, kind of a newbie with this, especially using a heater. And I don't actually know how much propane this uses to run the heater. And maybe I should turn the heater down so I don't run out of propane in the middle of the night. And all these things started occurring to me that I just didn't even think about. I just thought, yeah, I just turn it on and it's fine. So it kind of made me paranoid, and then I turned the heater down. I don't know.
Put an extra layer on. We're turning the heater down.
Right? I don't know.
I like it because it gives you a heads up. You always know
does.
where your tank is. And let's say you do another trip like you did this one. You did a multi-day trip where it's just you and your son. It was a mom and son trip outing. And if you don't know where your tanks are and you run out in the middle of the night or midday or something like that, it can be a bear sometimes to get those tanks loose and recharged or replaced.
Not to mention, I can't just it's easy to run into town to get more. No, I have to get Hawk and put him in the car seat, and we have to go it's not fun. So,
Hey, Travels with Delaney.
Hi! That propane sensor works great. Good. I'm glad you recommend it. I'm going to get one because, again, I just thought, I guess that's kind of cool. And then I actually went camping in the cold and thought, oh man, I wish I had a way to know if I was going to run out tonight in the middle of the night and just wake up as a popsicle.
So Terry,
That's a
I'll
big
try
worry.
I'll try to put the links for these items in the comments below the video after.
And I'll do that
wrapped
for you
up
guys.
this
Don't worry,
as well.
I'll have all the products and I'll put it in.
And
Links everywhere.
Michael,
We'll all get links, okay?
batteries on this guy.
Oh yeah, it does run on batteries.
It does run on batteries. It magnetically attaches to the bottom of the tank, and it connects Bluetooth to an app on your phone.
You could also get a monitor as well, so you can
get
look
a
at the
monitor. So they have different sets, monitors, dual tank sets as well. But the battery lasts a long time. It's one of those really standard flat
watch
watch
batteries.
batteries that really, really last a long time. And I believe the app also tells you how much life that battery still has. I think. Don't quote me.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It does. It tells you how good your signal is, the battery. I played with the app for a little bit. It's really easy to use and straightforward. So, yeah, pretty
It is.
cool.
Cool. Who's next?
Next.
Me. Mine is really simple because, as I said, I love things. Ooh, I grabbed the wrong box. Just got it. I love things that do more than one thing. And everybody wants to carry all these tools. What tools do you carry? I want to carry almost none. Okay?
Right.
Because, first of all, I don't want the weight and I don't want the hassle. So I love this. This is also a Nebo multi-tool.
Upside down.
I can't fix it. Here, I'll-
This is what I really
We're
wanted
so
you
good
to
at this.
see.
I
Look
can't
at this.
fix
I'm
that
trying to get
for
it on
you.
the screen. Oops. Yeah. So it's so cool because everything is in this tiny pouch, and if you're a true, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna
We
get
are
in trouble.
live, PJ.
Yeah, I know. But you can't
Mechanically
cut this,
inclined.
right? Yeah, if you want to, you can actually hook it on your belt and walk around with it, okay?
Because that makes you look cool. Ask me.
I guess. That will make her look cool. It would make me look ridiculous and walk sideways.
It's better than a fanny pack.
No, it isn't.
I don't know.
Nothing is better
He
than
is
a fanny
becoming.
pack.
All right, guys. Comments on fanny packs because Clint has started wearing a fanny pack. He says it's convenient, I guess.
Merce.
Whatever. Fashion
We'll
statement.
talk about that later
Yeah, we'll talk
on the
later.
podcast.
So this is cool because when you open it up, you've got the handle and you've got a socket set. So you've got two different things of sockets. One's the SAE, one's the metric. And it goes from like 3/16 to half. And this one is 5 millimeters to 13 millimeters.
Wow.
So you've got quite a bit here. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
I know. So the head of it can
waving that
angle.
thing.
I'm trying to get to the
thermometer.
I know. Check your temperature in your ear. It's kind of like that, but you can do it straight. It has a 45 or a 90-degree angle. I really like the 90-degree angle on things because I need the leverage. My hands aren't that strong. So I appreciate tools that work. But then in the handle, you open this up and
All the
it
bits.
has
Christmas tree.
all the
It's a
bits
Christmas
and the
tree.
magnetic 1/4 inch there to use the bits with. And so you've got the star
really
tip.
cool.
I know. And screwdrivers and the star bit and a regular Phillips all in here, and you've got 3 different sizes. And that's just all in the handle whenever you need it. And it's a ratchet, so you can twist it one way or the other. Yeah, let me see if I can actually.
There's always one of those
show you.
star
So you've
screws
got
in an RV, and you have to get into it, and you don't have that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
But,
one
Like, I
star
mean, there's
bit, and this has it.
there's always one in there. So that's
So the fact that you can set the ratchet one way or the other, it's just really cool.
And it's
Go ahead.
less than $30.
what?
How much is it, Clint?
This sticker says sale $20.65.
Sold.
That's
20
our
bucks.
Princess Craft sale price.
Stop.
That's in store
Stucker.
here today because
You
we
gotta
just
come
picked
into
these up.
Princess Prep.
Now, what I like about it is that I've had lots of Christmas gifts over these multi-tool sets, but nothing is as weighty and solid
Yeah, this
feeling
feels
in hand
solid.
as this. It's really, that feels quality, like the flashlights. I like Nebo stuff, I admit.
Yes.
Very
Stocking
cool, if you can
stuffer
see that.
ideas. Does it have the square bit that New Camp uses?
It
me take a
does
look.
not have a square bit in it. However, you could get a square bit and replace one of the ones in there so that you had it in your tool. I did look at that because the square bit is something that a lot of people need. It's not included, but you
So run to
certainly
Lowe's
could
or Home
replace
Depot.
Darn you,
them in
New
there.
Camp.
Yeah.
See, it's like the star
But we
bit.
do love you,
They
New
do
Camp.
I
it.
mean, just kidding. I love you. Kate
So, yeah.
Dunbar, buy me 2 of those tool sets.
Oh,
says
right.
Rebecca.
Says Rebecca.
Here you go, Rebecca. We'll just put you on the screen there.
I'll get that. Not a problem. I'm seeing you later today anyway, so I'll bring
Buy,
him
buy
too.
me 2 of them too.
Okay.
Hey, that-
You just buy me.
You
Make it
know,
wild.
and you get a tool set.
Who else wants one? Kate's buying.
Oprah's gonna sue us now.
I know. Love you. Thanks, Oprah.
Okay.
All right. What's yours, Kate?
So mine's one of those cleaning products that I think that everybody needs.
I think a cook needs to be into cleaning.
I think that every camper needs to be into cleaning when
Fair.
you have a trailer, and there's 3 things that always go wrong when we're talking about the holding tanks. 1, they go dry and they get a funky smell. 2, you put down food waste or oil and you get a funky smell. And 3, the sensors get clogged up, filmed in everything. And
Very common.
black tank and gray tank, but specifically I'm really going to focus on the gray tank because a lot of people don't realize that tank causes more odors than the black.
they neglect that gray tank.
They really do, and a lot of campers do what everybody suggests. They leave the gray tank open when you're at the campsite just so the water can flow through and everything. But by doing that, you're leaving a lot of food particles and
Up
grease
higher on the walls.
on the walls, tucked into the
Right.
corners and things like that.
Gross.
So we found out the hard way with ours, and we have a 45-gallon gray tank, so big space, a lot to fill. And our daughter has hair down to her waist.
Yeah, and probably one shower gets that whole tank full.
It totally can, but it also, she can empty a half a bottle of conditioner per shower
Whoa.
because, like, she's trying to comb it out. Well, that's a lot of grease. That's a lot of stuff that's caking the inside of that and the sewer hose too. And it was horrible our first night out camping, and we realized what it was, and we didn't have anything. But finding this product, and this is unique, I'm going to pass that on over to you. And it's the Digizit, and what it does is it's a bacteria and an enzyme. It doesn't have formaldehyde in it, so as more campgrounds are going green these days at what you put in your holding tanks as a cleaner or that, this one totally qualifies. It's made in Colorado, and it works. The best way that we've done it is when we pull into camp that first night, we fill up the black tank and the gray tank with water just before we go to bed. We just pour 2 ounces into the black tank, 2 ounces into like the shower, the kitchen sink for the gray tank. We go to bed. Then in the morning, dump the black, dump the gray, flush everything out, and then you can use that as your enzyme breakdown anyway, so you don't have to have an additional product. You can use it for cleaning, and you can use it for the everyday that you need. And what's the great thing is they do suggest to not leave your gray tank open, that you can close it and add a little bit of that to it, and it will help as you need to, and it'll keep cleaning and keep breaking down, and then you can empty your gray
It's
tank.
a preemptive strike on the whole issue.
Right. It's better than everybody says, pour ice into a tank and drive around with ice. No, that doesn't work at all. Oil, ice.
Yeah.
No, just think about it. That doesn't work. So using a product like that the fact that it is an enzyme and a natural bacteria, that's great. However, though, if you have that in your tank, you can't use bleach.
Okay.
Because if you're bleaching something, cleaning something, it's going to kill the bacteria and the
Right.
enzymes. So if you're one of those bleach users in your trailer and you're using a holding tank product, those two don't mix at all. They completely null each other out. So go to a greener based cleaner for your pots, pans, counters, everything. Dawn soap is great. It works in conjunction with that. They've got a really great QR code on the back of their bottle, and their website is chocked full of information. If you're a first timer, if you've been doing it for a while, go on there and you'll learn something new, because I did.
Yeah, you went to their resource page and it had some interesting things.
WTF, what the flush?
Kate was having so much fun on their website. It's like a kid in a candy store.
So, so that's something that you should look into.
Yeah. The green solution. I mean, it says right there, formaldehyde and bronopol. I can't ever say that. Bronopol free.
Right. So if you are going to a green campground, if you have that, that's a product that you can absolutely use.
Yeah, yeah. And there's lots of states and all that are looking for that change.
They are.
Right. I just felt weird holding it. I'm ready for some questions.
Yeah, so.
Any questions for?
Or some
us?
items.
Oh yeah, your favorite stocking stuffers this year.
What else do we have?
Oh, we're all trying to read.
I know, I'm like, wait a minute, let's see what
It's
questions
so
do we have
hard.
over on my side. Anyone that's there popping up? We just have all sorts of noises going on.
We do. Well,
you can
Yeah.
tell in the middle of an
Normal
RV
day here.
dealership.
You are.
So.
You are.
It's tough to squeeze all of this in an office, especially ours. So
I like this setup. This is nice.
it is. It
The
is.
green wall.
Bobby.
Yeah, even with a little noise.
So, anyone doing New Year's camping?
No,
Any of you?
no,
Are you guys
not this
doing
year.
any New Year's camping? Are you getting out of town?
Are you doing New Year's camping?
No, but I am traveling. I'm gonna be. My kids and I were going to Arizona to go see some friends.
Okay.
So we're gonna get out of town for a little while, get a fresh face, and come on back.
There you go.
Do that. Get ready for some spring camping, and then we have a big summer 6-week trip planned.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Which I'll
What's-
need a couple of those to come in and make
Yeah.
certain that I have them.
What is your favorite campground cocktail?
My favorite?
Ask Cheryl.
Oh.
Oh, mine right now would be a bourbon spiced chai.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm drinking. So I'll make a chai tea concentrate, and then I'll add bourbon to it, and then if I want it creamy, I'll add in some half and half that I've warmed up and frothed, so it's just nice and delicious. Sometimes I'll put a splash of apple cider in there, so you get a little bit of sweet in there. You don't have to add as much sugar to the chai. So bourbon chai.
So glad I have a mask on right now, so you can't see my mouth watering.
You can see it starting to
No,
soak
no,
through.
you can't.
Okay, here's one for you. It's well, here we go. Kate, great to see you back.
Thank you.
What do you think about the Camp Chef stove? I like that they are box, griddle, and grill.
The Camp Chef stove. You mean the one that has the oven and the 2 burners on top, or clarify that one because I have so many of. Do we have one here?
No,
I thought we had one.
I thought we did.
I don't think we have the stove.
Oh, we have something.
I know
else
you
for
like the
burners.
Hero Grill. Okay, yes. So the Hero Grill, that's the one-time use one. I like mine that has the oven and the 2 burners, and I've talked to you guys about that constantly. I love it that I can use it to bake items, keep things warmed, cook on top of it. I can put the Lodge long rectangular griddle over the top of it. It's got really great wind guards on it. So, and I've had it. God, Steve and I bought it. But we actually bought it before we bought our trailer.
Yeah. Sure.
Buy the accessories, then buy the trailer. You know, we kind of did a little backwards, but
I think
okay.
a lot of people do that.
they
I don't
totally
think it's very
do.
backwards.
They do.
All right.
I'm so guilty.
What's
All right.
next?
Well, let's see. Here's a comment from Sharon.
Looking into renting RV until we get more. I totally understand. It's overwhelming, but PJ always has really great advice for people who are trying to figure out which trailer is right for them, don't you?
I always have great advice for everyone. I
Do
don't
you?
know why the whole world doesn't listen to me. No, really. I think renting is a good idea. The problem with renting sometimes is that you aren't really getting the trailer that you're going to enjoy. You have a trailer that is a trailer. And so you have to learn that trailer's quirks. And it may work a little differently than another one that you really would love. So just keep that in mind if you're renting to try to get your feet wet. It's a good way to do it. But
it's not really a complete experience like.
it isn't, but it's a good way to get your toes in the
Right.
water.
So I feel like you can explore the space and all, but if I'm renting, most rentals. So if you go to the private market, you may get a different experience. But rentals through companies, you have a trailer that's been maintained and it works, but you're loading in all of your own camping stuff, and then you're loading it out at the end, and it never really settles into its proper place during the rental trip. So you get out there and you explore the space. You have somewhat of an experience, but if you get into a situation where it's already everything is in the trailer, you know how it is.
Yep.
Your trailer's already loaded.
Yeah.
And
Both of them are.
You do a little bit of your prep is pretty much getting
My
the
prep
food
is
stuff
clothes
ready.
and food.
And,
That's
and
mainly it.
that's the dream. And
Camera
you can
gear.
Get there. Yeah,
Oh, okay, so
that's the experience.
here is my advice. If you're renting simply to get more confident to buy one, skip that. Okay? What I suggest is get your favorite Starbucks coffee, of course. Go to a dealership and sit in as many trailers as you can.
Right.
Take the afternoon and hang out. Find out what trailer you love being in. Then pick out which one you want to buy. And before you go pick it up, you will have time to research everything about how that trailer works and what you need to know. Then when you go out for your first camping trip, go down the street, the closest place you can find, and just play with it. Go during the day and just play with it. Figure out how everything works. There will be YouTube videos out there on how it all works. And really, what people don't understand is that you can't really screw up a trailer. You're not gonna.
Is that a challenge?
Because I've got a great story.
Okay. Well, what I mean is, if you plug in at a campground, I mean, you know, if things don't work, it's not the end of the world. If you have a learning curve, you can get there.
Do I have something?
So I just say, you know, but if you're not sure if you want to RV at all, that's when renting is really helpful.
I think the important thing that you always say is be sure you're buying what you like. And
Right.
don't get too much into the details and, oh, this one has this mini gallon fresh tank and this, and just
So
buy what you like.
It's gonna work.
piggybacking on that one, I have 2 suggestions, Sharon, that I would always say. One, if you know the lifestyle that you're going to have with that trailer,
Good point.
Are you a hiker? Are you a hunter? Are you a photographer? Are you someone that goes with kids?
Are you
just a
boondocking
weekend
or
getaway.
are
Just a
you
weekend
plugging
person.
in? Yeah.
When you're getting ready to jump the gun and actually do it, you need to bring in one of those pieces of equipment with you. You need to make certain that it fits inside your trailer, that it has the right storage, that you're picking the right one. For me, it's always my tripods and my camera gear. For my husband, if he was going hunting, it would have been one of his rifles to make certain that the closet or underneath the bed stored it properly. If it's our dogs, is there enough room for our dogs in there? Kids, toys, things like that. So if you're going that route, pick whatever is familiar to you that you are going to be taking with you and bring it to the dealership. If they have a problem with it, go find another dealership, because most of
Talk
them
to PJ.
will come and say, bring your stuff. We want you to be happy. We want you to find what you want. So
And if
that's
I-
my only, especially kitchen equipment.
Yeah.
If you're cooking with cast iron, if you have an Instapot, if you're doing those kind of things,
The
you
blender.
need to bring the blender.
Your espresso machine.
Right? You need to bring them with you.
Just bring it all.
Just play. Just play. It's like buying a house. It really is. You want to make certain your furniture fits.
If I may piggyback on that, is also don't wait around for the perfect, checks every one of the boxes and fits everything trailer.
Don't wait for that.
No,
Doesn't
it doesn't
exist, and you're going to hold yourself back, and you're going to miss so
You're
many
gonna miss so many
opportunities.
camping trips.
Yep, it does
You know?
not exist.
And,
All right.
and that's the biggest point is whatever you do something.
Yep.
Okay,
Do something.
here's one from Tommy.
Oh, wait, you missed Wanda.
Did I?
Yes.
I'll come back from Wanda. Let's get Tommy's because
Okay.
it's on the screen.
Oh, so, okay, yeah, we're good. Hold
Hang
on,
on,
Wanda. Do you keep cookware, appliances, dinnerware, etc., always in the trailer? That way you hook up, pack your clothes, and go.
Yep.
You know, I'm new to the actually using a trailer thing, and the first 3 times I went, I didn't. And then this time I was like, oh wait, this is something that I can do.
Yep.
Just,
You will
like,
travel
occurred
more
to me.
if your trailer is mostly packed.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's easier.
It's a lot easier, and especially it's that kitchen equipment. And this is what I always suggest. Your first time out, you bought a trailer, you're brand new to it, take stuff from your house. Just get like a couple of those clear totes with the lids, go through your pantry, throw some food in there. Go through your pots and pans, grab some silverware or paper or whatever, and put it in your camper with you. As you're cooking, start a master list. Oh, I brought the blender, but we really didn't need it this time. Oh, I brought the ice cream maker, but we really didn't need it that time. Those are items that you probably could keep in a tote in your garage as, you know, like, okay, here's some additional pieces.
Yeah. Your 4th of July trip, you bring the ice cream.
Right, exactly. But it's like, do you really need the cute weights for your tablecloth? No, not really. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't really need them. And it's an additional kind of a thing. Do you need a 12-inch cast iron pan for 4 people? Yeah, you do. You need the bigger size. It'll work better for you. Do you have your camp stove? Do you have, you know, your extra fire starter? Those kind of things. But don't go out and go buy to re-outfit a new house when you
Like a whole
probably
dish
have
set
what you
and-
need in
yeah.
your house anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, I have duplicates of everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much, so. Absolutely. Let's jump back to Wanda. Wanda, where are you? There you are.
We're doing weekend cruise before Christmas, 2 RVs and 5 cabins.
Oh, I'm
RVs.
so jealous.
Any suggestions for main meal food for about 24 family members and cook over the campfire outside of the norm food? Kate, that is like your question.
So if you're still listening, I need you to jump back on your screen. Are adults cooking, kids cooking, both? Like, what's the plan? What's What's the plan?
It's important stuff.
On that one, because that's gonna narrow my field down.
All hot dogs all the time. All right.
Hey guys, we did Thanksgiving and cooked chili in the same.
Okay.
So you could do almost like a tailgating kind of a thing, and I do this a lot when we plan for our 6-week trips. I pre-cook a lot of stuff. I love doing chicken wings and little drumsticks. I'll put them in the oven and I'll tint them. I'll put them in an aluminum foil pan, season them up, foil it up, and slow cook them in the oven. Cool them down in the refrigerator, freeze them sometimes, or then I'll bring them to the campsite where everybody can like grab a different barbecue sauce or a different seasoning and put it on it, and they can have their own. Like you can have a chicken wing bar, you can have a drumstick one, like you can go to town on that and have fun. Same thing if you're a hot dog kind of person, why don't you step it up and get some really neat sausages? Go, you know, find a butcher and go, hey, is there a way that maybe you can make the casing smaller? Talk to them and say, we're gonna be buying like 48 of these things. Help me out here, let's do some stuff. You could have a fantastic, you know, build your own, you know, kind of brat night, that kind of thing. Chili is always fantastic. Soup is always fantastic.
Those foil packets. If you
The foil packets are really easy.
all those things, if you kind of make your own foil packet, and you have all your stuff prepped, all the veggies, meats, whatever, and they can just kind of make their own.
You can do individual pizza kind of nights, things like that too at the campfire. If you had a good sized grill or a couple cast iron pans that you can put around, you can get the dough. You can buy the small pizza shells that are already done. Everybody can just make their own. You toast the bread first, and then you build every component on top of it. Grab a sheet pan, throw it over the top of it. That way it'll trap the steam and the cheese will melt really easy. And that's really interactive.
How do you do that on a campfire?
On a campfire, well, you have the grate that goes over the fire. And if you don't have a grate, you can purchase one. And that's another great thing to have in your kit that for your outside
They fold
camp.
flat.
They
They
do. Fold flat. They're super, super easy.
I've
legs fold out.
I've
Sit up and
donated
just
one
sit
or
right
two to a few campgrounds I've camped at before.
Yeah, and then just
Drove away without it.
get a cast iron griddle that's a good size, or get 2 big cast iron pans, and you can start rolling your pizzas that way. If you were going to do that, or if you were going to do like seared chicken breasts or chicken tenders or things like that, if you have 2 people on them, you can roll things really fast. If you had a bunch of dips and stuff like that, you could all have like a fun chicken fingers night. You could throw a bunch of baked potatoes in the fire wrapped in foil. You could have baked potato bar.
Potatoes.
You could do that.
That's cool. Or what we do a lot of times when there's a ton of people, and we have some vegetarians, and then we have some picky eaters, and some people that don't like any vegetables, and so we do a big panini press thing.
Yep.
So if you
That'd
had
be like pie
a couple
irons.
of double pie irons, like is on our Christmas list for RV Small Talk, you could make your own panini and put that pie iron in the fire.
Yeah.
And that would be fun.
And you can do that with leftovers too. Don't think that you have to buy all brand. Like if you're gonna make those kind of things, think about the components already so you don't have to waste time cooking. Buy the chicken already cooked. Buy some of the vegetables even cut up sometimes. You might pay a little bit more, but if you're feeding 24 people, you could be in food prep for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so think about
That doesn't
it.
sound like Christmas.
For me, it does.
Yeah.
For me, it does.
That is not Christmas camping. So Wanda, let us know what you end up doing.
Yeah.
You have several Dutch ovens.
Oh.
Hot dog bar.
Go onto my website, thecampgroundgourmet.com. There's a bunch of Dutch oven recipes in there. I have got one that would be really good, would be the white chicken chili. That's great. I have desserts, everything, and most
dessert in a Dutch oven.
dessert in a Dutch oven, and most of them feed 8 to 10. So you can look at that recipe and double it, triple it, do whatever you need to do. But go on over my website, you'll find a ton of recipes there.
That you made in the Dutch oven at the rally? It was like an apple crumble.
That was the apple oatmeal crisp.
Ugh.
It's on the website.
It was so
there.
good. I still have dreams about it.
It was good. I did one with mixed berries the other day for a friend that was gluten-free, and I kind of had to go, woo, what am I gonna do? Went out to the freezer, had a big bag of berries, made it up, and I always keep gluten-free flour in the house just in case if someone's gonna come on over and I might make something. My daughter-in-law is also gluten-free.
Who does that? Who does
Just
that?
I do.
Eileen loves your chicken chili, your white chicken chili.
Oh, cool!
So feel free to make us a big batch, and you can bring it up and we'll
I
see
can
if
do
we
that.
like it too.
I can do that. My pork chili
See how I
verde is
did
really
that?
good too.
Yeah. Also buy us those flashlights.
See how I did
we're
that?
Just, we're being
Oh.
super nice to Kate.
Your shakshuka, can't say that
What
either.
is
It's
that?
divine.
Shakshuka.
What's shakshuka?
Okay, shakshuka is that North African, Middle Eastern breakfast, lunch, dinner dish that is tomatoes and bell peppers and onions and smoked paprika and garlic. Eggs in purgatory is another name for it. And so you
Okay.
saute up all of this deliciousness in olive oil, and you make wells, kind of like these little pocket holes in the sauce with the tomatoes and everything, and you drop an egg in it. Cover it and let it, steam so you get beyond a little bit more than a soft egg. And you have just great garlic grilled toast and bread. You can just dip it into the egg and scoop up the tomatoes and the bell peppers and eat it. It's fantastic. You can add sausage to it. You can add a multitude of vegetables to it. Eggplant, mushrooms, everything. You can really work it. And that's great for someone who's a vegetarian too.
I am so hungry.
You can take the
I know.
eggs out of it.
I am so
This is
hungry.
a bad idea to do for me. Hey, Wanda, I use Sprite to make cakes too.
I've never done that.
I do it because, okay, so my daughter is gluten-free and dairy-free, so a lot of those cake mixes you need milk or something like that. So I get the gluten-free cake mixes and then mix in a Sprite and then done. It tastes like a cake.
Hey,
It's
it's
convenient.
whatever works.
You don't have to like bring eggs and milk and all the things.
Do you have to add sugar to it? I mean,
No.
It's Sprite. It's so sugary.
No, it's literally one, or I mean, I've used different sodas. You can use any soda. It's one
Baking?
box of cake mix and one can of soda, and that's it. And you mix it up.
Okay, I had a question. We had to Google it because you weren't here the other day.
What was it?
What the heck is cream of tartar for?
Thickening.
Yeah,
But what is tartar?
cream of tartar.
Yeah,
Tartar.
you can also make it. You use cream of tartar and baking soda to make baking powder.
What is tartar? What is tartar?
It's from the inside
I'm
of the
so
wine
confused.
barrel, the residue that's left, right?
What?
Cream of
What?
tartar, or is that
What?
arrowroot? I always flipped one over. So that's a Google thing. But yeah, it's one of them is a residue from the inside of wine barrels, and it's used as a thickening agent. You can make, like I said, you can make your own baking powder with it, because a lot of baking powders today have aluminum added into it. That's why every once in a while you eat a
Yeah.
biscuit and you go, ooh, there's like a
Tastes
metal
metallic.
taste, like metallic
Yeah.
taste. That's why. So if you want to make your own, cream of tartar. And it's another one of those gluten-free options. It makes a really smooth gravy. It's really good, especially if you're making like demi-glazes or sauces or things like that. You should use cream of tartar or arrowroot, either one of those, versus flour, because flour will give it that weird kind of gritty texture and taste, but those two dissolve perfectly.
See?
And I also read
More
that it
you
was
know.
good for meringue
Yes.
because it holds the bubbles in place.
Yes, it does. Cream of tartar does that, and it also helps with the humidity when you're working with meringue.
So
There you go.
What
Like those
is
French
for
macarons.
lunch, y'all? Oh, goodness.
All
right.
So, do we have anything coming up on your little
there
camera?
have been.
There have
things.
been, and I'm
Okay.
going to make certain to go back in and I'm going to take
Okay.
pictures of everything so all of you get to see it on my Facebook page. And
Where can we put links to this stuff?
in the comment section.
In the comments,
Yeah.
we'll put down links for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
It'll
so
take me
you
a little
guys
while
can
because I have to go back and rewatch it to remember what all I need to put links for.
Oh, for our 4 things that we talked about.
Oh,
Yeah.
And we can link
I'll
Kate's
definitely
thing
put
in there too.
These 4 things I'll definitely put in the comments of the video, or the description maybe.
And if you're here from Kate Dunbar's page, welcome.
thanks for supporting.
Make sure that you like RV Small Talk so that you can see other updates. We do a lot of stuff with Kate. And
And they're here every Friday.
it's true. And if you are from the RV Small Talk page, make sure you go like Kate's page, the Campground Gourmet. She has a million great
And we've got
recipes,
our 12 days of Christmas that
camping
just launched
tips,
too.
12 days of Christmas gifts. I mean, we got all the gifts. Any special ideas
Yeah.
for Christmas camping?
Do it.
Lights.
Do it.
Lights.
Lights,
Lights.
music,
Lights everywhere.
all the campfire.
I want that one. What is it? They have the LED. Well, maybe it's not LED, but it looks like it's almost fairy lights all over the
Yeah.
place. It comes like I want one of those
Yeah.
to like shoot up in the tree, so it just looks all sparkly and fairy lights.
Oh, that'd
and all
be a
that stuff.
super easy way to like decorate your
Right.
campground.
You don't have to do anything. Just put the light up there and
Yeah,
it's done.
those little lights that spray colors and some of them turn
Right.
and move. That would be fun.
and peppermint hot chocolate.
Yeah. It's all about
all the
lights
coffees.
and food.
Yeah.
All the coffees.
Lights
what else
and
can we do?
food.
And weighted blankets.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Weighted blankets are amazing.
Yeah.
They really
keep
are.
you super warm.
And they keep you a little less stressed. Too.
Well, yeah, that's what I mainly
Yeah.
use it for, but I found out on this recent trip when I was camping in the cold that it was the best thing I brought.
My daughter loves hers right now.
So I can
She
just
really
put it
does.
on my
It's a
head,
big
and put
warm
it on my
hug.
shoulders.
It is.
Yep.
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 Well-
Kept me nice and toasty.
I am ready to eat and go camping.
There we go.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, that is our live chat with the RV Small Talk podcast and the Campground. Speaking today, folks, the Campground
It's
Gourmet, Kate Dunbar. Thank you for coming, for
Thank you.
joining us today.
Yeah, maybe you'll join us again.
I'd hope so.
Have we scared you off?
No.
All right, cool.
We'll try again next time.
We'll just keep trying. And we'll keep trying.
So, to you at the Campground Gourmet, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
To you at RV Small Talk, again, we love you and thank you for joining us. And we will put out another podcast and we will do another live stream. Let's plan on next week.
Let's see you next Friday.
Friday.